Let us go to Vrindavan.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you all so much for staying back. Happy Diwali. So we missed our parikrama for 2 days. So we quickly do a recap just for 2 minutes and then go to the next day. Before that, we'll pray to Shri Radha Shyam Sundar, Shri Gaurnitai, Krishna Balaram, Vrinde Devi, Srila Prabhupada, all the Guru Vargas, so that we'll be able to do our parikrama with a humble mood. So if you remember, we finished Badrinath, Kedarnath, and from Kedarnath we entered Kamyavan. So Kamyavan, there are 2 parikramas, interior parikrama and exterior parikrama. So just quickly see. So we have entered Kamyavan. And from Kamyavan, we have seen Gayakund. Actually, today we will see more description of Gayakund. And then we have seen Gopinath, Govindadev Temple, Sharan Pahadi, and Kund. Then we have seen that Samadhi of Jai Krishnadas Babaji, Vimal Kund, and Govindadev, Vrinda Devi, then Chaurasi Kamba. We have seen the new Pancha Pandava, Tirtha, Kameshwar Mahadev, and the new Varahadev Temple. Yeah, so we ended here at this temple. So today we will go to day 14. So we are going to Kamyavan's exterior parikrama. So I forgot to show the deity of Vimla Devi at Vimla Kund. So this is the deity. As discussed, around Bhimal Kund or Vimal Kund, there are so many temples, small temples. So this is one of that. And then this is the old Pancha Pandava temple. The one we have seen is the new one, but side to that, we'll have the old ones, where you have Arjun, Yudhishthir, Bhima, and Kunti Maharani. And then we have seen at Bhimal Kund the pastimes of Durvasa Muni. And also Duryodhan was humiliated here, because Duryodhan, what he wanted, he thought, okay, now Pandavas are not having any weapons, so he was planning a plot against them. Then Indra will come to know, and because Arjuna was a son of Indra, what will he do? He wanted to protect the Pandavas, and he will send his assistant called Chitra. Who's that same? Chitragupta. Not the Yamaraj is Chitragupta, but Indra's assistant is also Chitragupta. Then he will come. That is when the pastime where he ties, Duryodhan has been tied, and Pandavas will come to know, and Yudhishthir Maharaj will say, we might have so many differences, but when it is for outsiders, we are all together. We are 105. So Duryodhan is humiliated because he wanted to trouble Pandavas, but he got in trouble, and he took the help of Pandavas to get out of this. So he was humiliated here at Bhimal Kund, and Jayadratha also kidnapped Draupadi at Kamyavan. That pastime also happened because Pandavas stayed here for some time. Then we know Jayadratha was he's the husband of Kaurava's sister, Dushyala, I think her name. Yeah, Dushyala's husband. But he wanted to marry Draupadi. He went for Swayamvar also, but he didn't win. That's why he was little envious, jealous. And when he sees Draupadi alone in Kamyavan forest, then he kidnaps her. That is when who was this? There was one sage who sees all this happening, and he will inform the Pandavas. Then they will kind of. Bhima was very, very angry, and Bhima wanted to kill him. But Yudhishthir Maharaj will say, no, we will not do that. And then they will make him bald. They'll shave his head. So that was the punishment given to him. So that also happened in Kamyavan. Kamyavan is like full of so many pastimes. And then while we are going, we'll see Yashoda Kund, because even Krishna, they also stayed here. We have seen Chaurasi Kamba, where Nanda Maharaj used to sit. So Krishna was here. Then there is Yashoda Kund, where Yashoda Maharani used to take her bath. So there is Yashoda Kund, and this deity is there. And in Kamyavan, we know Banke Bihari temple is in Vrindavan. So here also in Kamyavan, there is Banke Bihari temple in Bharatpur. So basically now we are in Rajasthan. As discussed, when we go to Vrindavan, we will also touch Rajasthan. So this is the temple at Bharatpur. Banke Bihari is there. If you remember, we have seen the story of that Nagaji Baba whose jatas, his hair got stuck like tangled in the thorns, and Radha Krishna comes and helps him. So it is said that this deity is given to him. This is a self-manifested deity and a very old deity, which was given to him by the lordships. So there is a big, nice, beautiful temple that is constructed. I have also not been to this temple. I recently came to know about this. So if anybody is going next time, please, if you want to go, please visit this temple when you go to Kamyavan. So this is the temple and these are the deities. And then very, very interesting place in Kamyavan, we have, they say so many birthplaces of Hanuman, like Hampi, etc. I think Hampi is one of that. But according to Rajbhakti Vilas, this place is called Kapivan. And Hanuman was born here. It says that, and this place is called Kapivan, but Anjani, the mother of Hanuman, she did her austerities for 7,000 years. There was Anjani Kund and the cave that she meditated also, but that cave is no more there because what did they do? They did some construction works and that got demolished. And here, if we go, we will see the knees of Hanuman. I'll show you. See? Knees of Hanuman on a rock when he was playing. And also it is said that Hanuman's, he used to play with a small mountain, and that also used to be there. And there is this temple here. And here there are waterfalls. And it is said that the waterfalls the water, they don't know, like it just keeps coming automatically, and it is there throughout. And they don't know where from the water is coming. And this water, they say, is very, very sweet. So this place Anjani is also there. I have also not been to this place. I recently came to know about this place, that Anjani is there in Kamyavan. And then this fort is believed to be a palace one time. Ancestors of Pandavas used to live here in this fort. That's also in Kamyavan. This is the temple in Kamyavan Anjani. And then we have Varaha Kund. It said that this is called as Parvatavan also. And it said that this is the place where Varahadev actually appeared. And Lord Varaha entered the Patal Lok also from this one, like to lift the Mother Earth from here. And these are the deities. Radha Krishna deities are here. So Varaha Kund is also there. It is called as Parvatavan. And as we discussed, there is Ashoka Vatika. We have seen yesterday, day before yesterday, the pastime where Krishna also builds a bridge and claims that he was the son of Dashrath in his previous life. So Rameshwaram temple, this is also there here in Kamyavan. And then as we enter more into the exterior parikrama, you are seeing this is Kaman town. We have seen all the interior parikrama. See Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur's Kutir, Surabhi Kund, Alawat village, Vyomasura Gufa. Vyomasura Gufa is a very important place in this exterior parikrama. So Surabhi Kund, the specialty of this kund is around that there are 12 guards. If you know that every month there is one presiding deity, like February they say is Achyuta as a presiding deity. Govinda is presiding deity of which month I forgot, but February is the presiding deity of February. Why? Because my son is born in February and everybody was saying, why don't you name him Achyut, because Achyuta is the presiding deity of February. So that's how I remember. So all the 12 gods are there, which represents one presiding deity of each month. The Surabhi Kund is there even on Govardhan. That is different. This is different. There is small Sitarama temple here. And Krishna used to go take his cows, and he also used to drink water from his own mouth, just like how a cow is drinking, not using hands, directly keeping his mouth and drinking. So this is Surabhi Kund. And then as we are going, we will see Prabodhananda Saraswati Bhajan Kutir. He is none other than Tunga Vidya. Tunga Vidya Sakhi appeared in this world as Prabodhananda Saraswati and is a paternal uncle and the spiritual master of Gopala Bhatta Goswami. And Gopala Bhatta Goswami is a very famous Goswami, and one of his Shaligram Shilas self-manifested to Radha Raman deity. Radha Raman is most of our favorite. We call him as, like many call him as Lala, because he's so small. Those who have visited Radha Raman temple in Vrindavan, very, very small. And actually it is said Radha Raman, if you see Radha Raman, is exactly like the real Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. He has all the three deities, Madan Mohan, Govindadev and Gopinath, because Madan Mohan's feet is like Krishna. Gopinath from chest to navel is like Krishna, and Govindadev's face is like Krishna. Mother Uttara conforms to Vajrana. So all these three deities are there in Radha Raman. Very, very beautiful deity and very mercifully, so small. If you stand far, we cannot even see very clearly. So Gopal Bhatta Goswami is the spiritual master of Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur, and actually he was Tunga Vidya, right? So it's said that Tunga Vidya was most learned in all scriptures. That's why Prabodhananda Saraswati wrote so many books, and he has come as it's mentioned, and like he came to glorify Gauranga. Actually, he appeared as sorry. So he appeared initially as Sri Vaishnav in Sri Rangam, but later by meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he became a great follower of him, and he came to Vrindavan. And Vrindavan Mahimamrita, he wrote, "Oh friend, by great fortune you have attained this body, where you have heard Vrindavan's glories and learned everything in this world is like a dream. Don't put your faith in mind and body. Run to Vrindavan," he writes. And he also writes in Vrindavan Mahimamrita that, "Oh brother, when you close your eyes in death, where will your loving wife, children, brothers, relatives, and friends be? Where will your good qualities be? Where will your pride, wealth, education, control over others, and other powers and opulences be? O learned and intelligent friend, why do you not renounce these temporary things and run to Vrindavan?" He wrote that. Loknath Maharaj mentions in his Vraja Mandal Parikrama book these two particular things. Like, so I just copied and pasted. And his books are Sangita Madhav, Navadvip Sataka, Chaitanya Chandamrita, Radha Rasa Sudha Nidhi. He wrote beautiful poems, and that's why he's named as Saraswati. And as such, Tunga Vidya is very learned. So when she came as Prabodhananda Saraswati, she gave lots and lots of nice books to us. And we will be seeing Tunga Vidyas, because next we'll go to Barsana, and around Barsana are all the gopis villages. So we will see that tomorrow, her village as well. And then when we are entering, we'll come to Pinchalan. It's called Pinchalini Shila. So if you're seeing here, His Grace Dinabandhu Prabhu is doing that slide. So Krishna and Balaram and all the cowherd boys used to do this. If you remember, we also used to do that in childhood. If there is any mountain kind, just sliding. So this is that place when we go, very beautiful, very soft, and then you just very suitable for sliding. Krishna used to do that here. And then we go to Vyomasura Gupa. So Vyomasura's cave, if you know, we know the Vyoma means sky, and Asura. So Asura who can fly. And he came, like we know that pastime where he was kidnapping all the cowherd boys one after the other. He comes and he takes one cowherd boy and he flies all the way. So they were playing on Govardhan, and he came all the way from Govardhan till here. Actually, he kidnapped the boys and he kept them in this cave, and the boys were waiting for Krishna to come and help, and then Krishna comes. Actually, Vyomasura in his previous life was a king in Varanasi. I think his name was Brahmavarta. Yes. So what happened? He was a great devotee of the Lord, and later he renounced everything, and he went to, like in his renounced order, I think he went to some forest. I forgot where he went, but he renounces and he leaves the palace. He will go. But what happened? He became little proud of his bhakti. He was solitary in a solitary place all by himself. He was practicing bhakti, and then slowly he became puffed up. So that's why it's explained we should not do bhakti alone. When we do bhakti alone, we always need some guidance. We always need to do it in groups so that we will be corrected, we will have proper guidance. But because he was practicing alone, he he kind of became puffed up. And then one time Sage Pulatsya Rishi, we have seen him in the Govardhan pastime. He was the one who carried Govardhan. So Pulatsya Rishi was there, and he forgot even to offer respects to him. So Pulatsya Rishi will get so mad at him and he will curse, like, because you're behaving like an, very respect, like you don't behave like a human, you're not even like a devotee. So you become Asura. And like many Asuras do that, even Vyomasura, like when he became an Asura, he pleaded for forgiveness. And then Pulatsya Rishi said, do not worry, even if you become an Asura, you're going to be liberated by the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. So please don't worry. And then he will say, then he's satisfied. So that Vyomasura came as a demon in Vrindavan pastime. And then when Krishna came, and there was a very, very big fight. If you go to this Vyomasura's cave now, what will, like, we can see, like when that fight was happening, like when we go there, you can see clearly on the rock, Krishna's jewelry, like his jewelry fell down, and that like his jewelry, like that necklace impressions are there on the rock. And Balaramji, with that fight, the earth was literally shaking and it was destabilizing. So with his left foot, he will just stamp like 1/3, and that impression is also there. He will stamp just to stabilize the earth. He will do so. Balaramji's footprint is also there. This is the cave where Vyomasura, this is the original cave 5,000 years ago, where Vyomasura hit the cowherd boys. And we'll go to the next. See, this is Balaramji's. I don't know if you all can see clearly, but these are the fingers. See, thumb finger. This is the finger, and maybe this is the foot. This is the sole, heel part, heel, and Balaramji's Balramji's original footprints are there here. And then as we go, see, you have to climb a lot. So much climbing. And then close to this place, after like Krishna killed Vyomasura, what happened? Actually, I think I can have the picture. Maybe tomorrow I'll show the picture of Krishna's necklace on the stone. So what happens? Close to this, there is a very, very must visiting place where very nice place. There is one Maya there, two ladies staying there, and they explain this pastime. This place is called Bojana Sthali or Bojana Thali. And when we go there, definitely it's a practice that we take some food items. And Loknath Maharaj even explains in that book, like at this place, when there's like when there are celebrations, they cook a lot, like kachori, puri, halwa, khichdi, pakodas, so many sweets, kheer, so much. Like I forgot the list. I think last year we have seen the list, but so many items are prepared here. So what happened was Krishna and Balaram actually comes to this place after Vyomasura's pastime. They were very hungry also. So then what happens? The pastime of this Indrasen Parvat is one time see, this is that Maya who stays there. These are the plates of Krishna and Balaram here. So we'll see what has happened. So at this place, there was a princess named Krishnavati, and her husband passed away very early when she was very young. So she kind of did austerities for 1,000 years. And when Lord appeared, surprisingly, what she will ask is, I want to become a hill, and one day, my Lord, you have to come and sit on my hill and eat prasadam. And that remnants of yours should fall on my, should be touched on my, basically that hill is she. So they should fall on me and I should get liberated. So it's a very different desire that she has asked. And so she becomes this Indrasen Parvat. And Krishna, after the Vyomasura's pastime with the cowherd boys and Balaram, they'll come here, they will sit here and eat prasadam. So these are Krishna and Balaram's bowls that they used. They're there even till date. And these are said that these are Krishna and Balaram's plates. This Maya explains when we go there. And one time His Holiness, like His Grace Dinabandhu Prabhu was explaining that when they went, I said this is a practice that Anita Mataji raised her hand. Yes, Mataji, you wanted to ask something?
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, you are saying that it is plates. Is it on that hill itself, or how it is, Mataji?
On the hill,
It's
Mataji.
carved
On the hill. When you go to Bhojana Sthali, you will see all this.
Okay.
That
Okay,
hill,
Mataji.
the Bhojana Sthali is on that Indrasen Parvat, Mataji. But people know it as Bhojana Sthali. So
Okay,
then what?
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. So what is happening? I lost my thought process. Okay, so in Indrasena Parvat. Yeah, they'll eat here. Yeah, one time what happened, I said that they take some for offering, they'll take, it's our wish to take whatever we want, we'll take. So there were some Americans who just got fruits, and there were some Bengalis who went the same time, and they took a lot of food items. So this Maya was saying to His Grace Dinabandhu Prabhu that, oh, Gori log, like they just brought only fruits and like very simple food, but these Bengalis got a lot of offerings. So that Prabhuji was explaining. So it's a practice to take. So if at all you're going next time, please take something for offering, because this was a eating place of Krishna and Balaram. And after that, we'll go to a small kund. When we come down of Vyomasura Gufa, very close by, we'll have a kund called Ksheerasagara Kund. So this is the place where it's like two things is said, where Balaramji spilled his sweet rice while eating, and it said that that sweet rice, that there used to be white line down, but now it's not there anymore. That white rice, that line sweet rice, white colored, but it's not there anymore. And one time what happened, Balaramji will be walking and it is very, very hot, and he will look at his own shadow at this kund, and looking at him, somehow like he starts stuttering, and he gets like he goes into an ecstatic mood, and he will start stuttering. He was not able to talk properly, and Krishna will be thinking like, what's happening, maybe my brother is behaving like this because of too much of heat. And Krishna immediately make sure that the sun, like basically the heat is gone, and the kund also disappears, because Krishna was not understanding what is happening. He's looking at his shadow and is behaving like this. So that also happened at this Ksheerasagara Kund. And then there is one more Ksheerasagara Kund at Bauji, that is different, and this is different. And then as we are walking, now as I said, we are going to Barsana next. So as we are walking, we will come to a place called Kanvara. So this is the place where Kanva Rishi also stayed. And it is said that Krishna also got his ears pierced at this place. And when we say Krishna's ears got pierced, so there's one beautiful pastime like Kirjor Gopinath Diti. The princess, the queen there, she had a desire, like she will be thinking, like Krishna is decorated with lot of jewelry, but what about his earrings? Maybe, we should have the ear piercing for that statue, because Kirjor Gopinath basically is a statue, self-manifested with the stone and statue. It's very hard for piercing the ears. So she will be thinking Gopinath also should have earrings. But that night she will get a dream where the Gopinath himself will appear and say, I already have earrings. My mother has done that. My mother had pierced my earrings. So next day morning, she'll go tell the pujari, and the pujari actually, like, he will closely monitor, and he will actually see 2 ear holes. He will observe that. And from that day, like, nicely, Gopinath also has nice earrings and nice earrings. And it said that Kanva Rishi stayed here, and Kanva Rishi's ashram was here. So Menaka, she left her daughter Shakuntala at this place, and Kanva Rishi took care of Shakuntala, and Shakuntala had her son, his well known as Bharata, but his name before was Sarvadhaman. So he was also raised here. Shakuntala got married. What was her, some Dushyanta, I think. Yeah. So he will say he will take her later, and again he will forget all the past. Then she has a son, and Kanvari, she will be saying like, now you have son, I think you have to go to your husband. And when she goes, basically forgets everything. And then Akashavani talks, and he gets reminded of, the king gets reminded of like Shakuntala is his wife, and he has a son. So then he accepts her, and that was like King Bharata. Later, his son Bharata became the king. And actually, India is known as Bharat. It is said that there are 3-4 Bharats, like Bharat Maharaj in Bhagavatam, this Bharat. But it is said that Bharat name got, it was named after Shakuntala's son Bharat. So that are the pastimes at Kanvara. And from Kanvara, actually, just now we have seen Gayakund. We have seen Gayakund when we were coming from Kedarnath entering Kamyavan. It's close to Gopinath temple. So in Kamyavan, there is one place called Chandrasena Hill, if I'm not wrong, Chandrasena Hill. Let me see the notes. Sorry, I'm just seeing the name. I think Chandrasena Hill only. So what happened, if you go to Chandrasena Hill one time, Krishna actually was playing flute, and his footprints are there, like his footprints, very clear impressions of Krishna's footprints are there in Kamyavan on this Chandrasena Hill. So what is the correlation is, in Gayakund, as we discussed, original Gayakund is in Bihar and also in Andhra Pradesh. What happened, actually the pastime goes like this. There was a demon called Gayasura, and Vishnu, like he was in Satya Yuga, and he was worshipping Vishnu because he wanted to be immortal, like any other, most of the demons would do. And then when Gayasura wanted to become immortal, Vishnu will appear, and Vishnu will say that, okay, I cannot grant you immortal, but you will not be killed by no, you will be killed either by me or Brahma or Vishnu. Only 3 of us can do this, and nobody else can kill you. So nothing can harm you. So he will be little satisfied. And then Gayasura started becoming very, very proud of himself, and he started creating a big havoc. And he became so puffed up that he tied Vishnu himself to a tree. And then all the demigods were coming and asking Vishnu for help, like, Gayasura is doing lot of havoc, you have to do something. And Lord Vishnu will say, I cannot do anything, I myself got tied. And then Gayasura will on time come to Vishnu, and Vishnu will say, oh, Gayasura, looks like you became very powerful. Like when I was powerful, you gave me boon. And when I am, like now, when you are powerful, you should also fulfill my desire. So then Gayasura will get so puffed up, like, oh, Vishnu is asking me, Vishnu is glorifying me. And then he will say, okay, ask what you want. And then Vishnu will say, you become a stone, a statue. And then Gayasura will think, oh my God, I got tricked. And then when he becomes a statue, and he will say, my lord, immediately there was a transformation, and he will say, you will always fulfill the desires of your devotees. So I have, for your devotees, you will fulfill. So now you have to, I did lot of austerities for you, like to please you. So you have to fulfill my desires also. And then Krishna will ask, like Vishnu will ask, what? Tell. And then he will ask for 3 desires. The first one is, I might forget. Yeah. First one is, he says, keep your foot on my chest. I want your lotus foot on my chest. And second one, he will say, yeah, whoever has your lotus feet, like whoever takes shelter of your lotus feet, they should be liberated. And the third one he says is, if at all they don't get liberated, then I will come back to my previous form. If at all those who has the footprints of yours on the chest doesn't get liberated, then I will come back to life. So then Krishna will be thinking, okay, I'll fulfill. He'll laugh and he will fulfill. So now his desire is his chest, like Krishna's footprint should be there on the chest, and he became a stone, right? Basically, he's a stone now. So Krishna actually keeps his foot and then he presses it on the chest of Gayasura. And that footprints, it said that Gayasura is so huge that his head was in Bihar and his legs are in Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh, there is West Godavari, Pitapuram place. If you go even now, there is a temple. So Gayakund, they do oblations for the forefathers. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did for his father, like the one in Bihar. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited there. So if you go to even the place in Andhra Pradesh or in Bihar, you will have the footprints of Lord Vishnu. The one you're seeing here, this is from Bihar. There's a silver lining around, and this is the original footprint of Vishnu. Very, very famous temple in Gaya. So now Gaya Kund is there in Kamyavan. So we should also have the footprints of Krishna. So that's why in Kamyavan, there's a place called Chandrasen Parvat where Krishna's footprints are there. His Holiness Indradyumna Maharaj explains, and he said very soon he will be going to that place and do a parikrama. So maybe he will show us a video at Gayakund and the footprints of Vishnu. So that is also there. So Gayasura's temple, we can visit. Those who are from Andhra Pradesh can go there, to like Bihar if it's close. Actually, Nanda Maharaj also wanted to go to this place called Gayakund in Bihar. But Krishna, as many times we have seen, Mansi Ganga, when they wanted to go to Ganges, he said it is in Vrindavan, don't go. And when they wanted to go to Badrinath, Kedarnath, he said there it's like Adi Badri is there and he took. So now also he will say, Baba, why do you want to go to Gaya all the way to Bihar? Gayakund is right here. So just, we can go here. And then there's a pastime where all the Vrajavasis will go to the Gayakund here in Kamyavan, and they will do the oblations to their forefathers. And it's explained that this, because Krishna's footprints are here, their Vishnu's footprints are here, but original personality of Godhead Krishna's footprints are here. So this Gayakund is much, much, much more powerful and potent than the one in Bihar and in Andhra Pradesh. So that is why I was telling in Kamyavan. And today's last place that we will see is actually there's a big pastime where Arjuna also becomes Arjuniya Gopi in Kamyavan. So many pastimes. So maybe we will see that next year. And when we are going, there's a place called Atora. Now, when we are going to Barsana, what happened was Krishna and the cowherd boys, they all were playing. They all play, we know, like they play. And but that this place, Atora, they played for 24 hours. Non-stop. And when we do something that we like, time goes very fast. And when we do, actually yesterday, for some reason, we were just seeing a small documentary of juvenile prison. My son wanted to make a project work. So we were looking at that documentary. And then the kids were saying, this little kids, for small reasons, for stealing or pushing a friend, they're punished and they're kept in the juvenile prison. And the kids, when they were interviewed, they were saying that they get reminded of their home, and days go so slow because they're just sitting there. So when we do something we don't like, days just go very slowly. We feel like, when will this hour pass away? But when we like something, time just goes like that. So in this Atoragram, because they kept on playing, they didn't realize the time just went. It was 24 hours and they were not worried. But obviously the parents get so worried when the kids don't come back, and everybody in Vrindavan were like coming on the top of the roof looking for the boys. Nobody was coming. And then Yashoda Maya got so worried, like, what happened? What happened to Krishna? What happened to Krishna? And but like any parent, and then Nanda Maharaj, he will arrange two groups of gopas, like you go this side, you go that side, and then the gopas will find the boys here. And then Nanda Maharaj will understand, because the gopas were happy here, so he understood maybe they found Krishna. And then when they go, when Krishna sees Nanda Maharaj, he will ask, Baba, why did you come here? Nanda Maharaj say, I came to take you. He will say, we just started playing and you're saying we will take you. And then Nanda Maharaj explains, like, it's been 24 hours a day and you didn't come home. You're so engrossed in playing. Let's go. And when they were going, all the cowherd boys will be talking, we didn't get enough time to play. Like how my kids, whenever I take to satsang, they don't want to come. They'll say 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. And then they always do that. Next 2-3 hours also, that 5 minutes will continue. because they want to play with friends and they're happy there. So like that, these Gopa boys were saying, "Ah, Krishna, we didn't even play. Why should we go back?" Like that, they'll be talking. So that also happened in this small village called Atora on the way from Kamyavan to Barsana. So we will stop our parikrama here, and we will enter to the most holiest Dham Barsana tomorrow in our day 15 parikrama. There are 2-3 small villages on the way. We will see them also tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Hare Krishna, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Srila
Thank you
Prabhupada
so
ki
much,
jai.
Mataji.
Jai.
Very nice.
Thank you very much, Mataji.
Very good.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Mataji.
All
Hare
very
Krishna.
Happy Diwali, Mataji.
Mataji, can we see a video?
Thank you so